I don't think I have anything else to say. I think immigration is a really tough issue. That's bottom line. Did you have a question?
To be white in America.
I don't think being black has changed my view of the American dream.
Your Fellow Americans is a project asking questions about race, immigration, and the American dream. We're just trying to figure out what it means to be American for as many different folks as possible. In December of 2014, Your Fellow Americans spent an afternoon with 3 generations of a Mexican-American family. We started a conversation with them about race, immigration, and the American dream.
My parents immigrated because times were hard. And my dad got my mom and my oldest brothers, brought him in, paid 2 cents a head, I think it was what the tax was, 2 pennies.
3 cents. 3 cents. I was raised in Mexico, and over there it's too hard for everybody. How live different? You work over there hard and you don't have enough pay. Over here you have everything you need in your house. In Mexico, we think we are okay. We don't have no refrigerator, no stove, no furniture. The only thing that we have is las beds and chairs. So over here, we have everything that we wanted. If you don't have it, it's because we don't want it.
She talked about not having the same opportunities. We wouldn't have had the same opportunities in Mexico if we were raised there versus here. Even when you talk about the younger kids that are coming from Honduras and Central America, whose mothers feel like the only option they have is sending their kids by themselves just to get to a country that they feel is safer, more opportunity. I don't know what it's like as a parent living in a violent, drug, infested countries, to be able to say, I could never, because I think about my kids and I go, yes, I could. The stories are tough that, some of these, even young, the 28, 29-year-olds that say, I haven't seen my mom in like 20 years. Yeah, that's why a lot of folks never go back home.
Sometimes I feel like people are immigrating here because they're trying to find an opportunity, a better opportunity than what they had at Mexico. They're probably trying to get the papers and stuff like that, but it just doesn't come easy like that. And so they have to start somewhere, and I guess somewhere is here. And
I can assure you that immigrants that come here, they're going to wish to ultimately learn English, and they will assimilate. Don't get me wrong, when they all come here, they all desire to be amongst their own. And to some people outside the community, they don't like that. Well, when you come here, you're afraid, you're scared, but you want to be amongst your own. You want to be in an environment to where the food is recognizable, the language is recognizable, the music and the dress. They're going to come here, and it might be difficult for them at first, but their children, well, they assimilate, they grow, and they have desires in life. They seek out that American dream, but even then, they experience negative things out there.
I think right now what pains me is the fact that people don't look at me and think American. People look at me and think, oh yeah, she looks illegal. Regardless of how far we've come, I think we're going to experience almost a complete circle because of how we look now.
My generation sees race differently. I think right now in the modern day they'll experience more than the past. They'll experience more probably bad things, and they might think they're bad for crossing the border and all this stuff. But they don't actually know the truth that they're crossing it because of opportunities and how they're trying to succeed.
They're here for all the right reasons and see this as their country, but the one piece of paper that's missing, people, focus on that. And if we could just have some compassion and see them as human beings, I think this issue can be treated in a much fair and better way.
Is it necessary that immigrants should assimilate into American culture? Does crime and poverty in Hispanic countries make illegal immigration more understandable? Are people in the United States even aware of these countries' conditions? Let's talk about it. Comment below or visit kcpt.org/yourfellowamericans.